Aho Mitakuya-san. Jai Bhagwan. Namaste. How Chow. Hello, my family, my brothers, my sisters. Aho, aho, aho. Ho'oponopono. Today, I am going to read a note to you. I have received this from my Amazon wish list. It says it is made in Nepal. And I have received this, which is not on my wish list. And I have received two beautiful notes. And they read, Beautiful Trina, from a friend on far shores. Shine your soul with the same humility as the rainbow. And no matter where you go in this world or the next, you will find I made a mistake. It says, shine your soul with the same humility as the rainbow, and no matter where you go in this world or the next, love will find you, attend you, and bless you. From a friend on far shores. I am doing this as a thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have been imagining ideas of new uniforms for the office, and I have imagined that these two pieces can possibly work. So we're going to do an experiment. I am absolutely in love with the shade of blue, which is this color when it's not completely soaked underwater. I am hopeful that the tie-dye doesn't completely come out immediately in the water. However, I am adjusting the temperature. And then I am imagining I can attempt Is there lipstick on my teeth? Ego! Thank you. You are always reminding me of the presence of love and how I am lovable, and you have always supported my dreams and my vision. When I am telling you, my friend, my dream, you are always pushing me towards and telling me I can and how you believe and are always on board. I am learning many new things. I have many other new ideas, and it's taking time to put everything into fruition. And I'm being patient as I possibly can. Long suffering, patience, 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 patience. It seems as if this is actually working. Shocking. I have a care to be considerate and conscious and mindful of the exact transfer of ideas. At times I have not held back any negativity, and I have shared extreme authenticity, and I am here having you, I can name a friend, a family. This is what I can call awesome. It is full of awe. Even though it says some awe, awesome, full awe. And at times it is because I am ignorant, and I am foolish, and I am young, and I am not yet knowing, and I am not yet thinking or believing. I am knowing. I have great enjoyment over these ideas, mainly over the ideas of complete peace that can occur when I can be free of all ideas. This can be releasing the idea of the attachment to the future. At the same time, I can recognize and meditate and focus upon the future, and only upon the future, and how I enjoy for future me to perform and be in that time. Therefore, I am to recollect, to gather myself, to remember my purpose, my vision, and to have established habits that character, the dream character of me, the fantasy version of me, in order for me to become the authentic, complete, total expression of me. I am to listen to me and my body and what I am. I am not a victim to impulses. I am practicing mindfulness. I am a witness. I am attempting not to judge. I am also witnessing the anima, the very automatic and natural expression. We can say that at times I am holding back and not completely expressing. Sometimes there is not always a place where this information can be received. Other times minds are open, paths are experienced, and there is an awareness, a comprehension that cannot always be accessed and gathered by every single individual in the exact time that is now. However, in time, many times, we are each growing to have very similar experiences to each other. Many times, we are in a position of a role. We are choosing to play a role, and we are choosing other earth inhabitants to be the other role. Many times we can create pressure, assumption, expectation, control, force, manipulation to encourage an individual to do what is not their true will and purest joy or heart or spirit. It is not true to you. Therefore, it is against the currency of unity and togetherness. And when we are holding ourselves back and not giving ourselves permission to have togetherness and learning how to have togetherness, we have the ability to reflect on the other side of our actions. It is a choice to meditate and focus upon these things. We can choose to keep ourselves in isolation and create modes of depression. However, there are many different mindsets that we can have if we choose to recognize our power, to choose to not identify with our thoughts, to choose not to believe the thoughts right away, and to get emotionally swept into the ideas of the mind. And we can instead see that now we have the power of choice to choose to do. And when we are choosing not to do, that is us still making a choice to not co-create. And at times it is vital and a necessity for you to have your rest, for you to be yourself when no one is looking. However, as we have recently shared, as I am reading from the book of Osho, only when I am alone can I have all of me that stays when all of you are not here. However, parts of you that has been there for me in that time, in that place, they have, I wanted to say transited, like it transited, it changed into. I am attempting to make this simple, gentle, loving, kind, able to reach every language. And I am aware that many of you are with closed captions at this time. I am sorry that not all of my videos are in sign. Thank you so much, everyone who is here. Thank you for taking the time. I am a much better and kind person because someone has seen me and they have understood and supported, stood by me, walked with me in this path of what I am experiencing, and they have helped me learn new things and grow in wisdom and prevent me having to take extra steps that they have learned on their way of discovering. It is a beautiful process, and I am very grateful for us to be family and to share our experiences and to be able to understand each other's emotions and to support them, meaning that it's okay if you cry. It's okay if you're angry. It's allowed. You're not in trouble. We're not going to try to change your mind. Right now, we're just going to listen to what's happening and what has happened and what keeps expressing itself in your mind, in your body, that we can never forget that we are all to know, hear, see, feel, touch, love, connect, and understand the purpose. At times, the ego mind can never be satisfied and seeks infinite stories. There is also the flip side of the lifestyle of having a mind free of thoughts, free of control, free of fear. Imagine an atmosphere where you are supported, you are allowed. There are no rules that are saying you are negative, you are bad. We are all perfect. We are all in progress. We are all evolving and growing and changing. Our cellular memory and an imprint is being left and data is being collected by each and every one of us in this state of awareness of epigenetic memory, and how what you are healing today inside of you will heal 7 generations forward and 7 generations backwards. You can listen to the stones in your bone. They will tell you the stories, how they ache, and all the memories of our people and what we have been through in all of our ages and times. There are many different bodies, and from the many bodies it is one. You will come to understand these mysteries as you choose to seek and find. For often you are given the questions without answers so that you can bring to all an understanding of what people see around them. You may never know why people speak or why people listen, but in your quest for the knowledge, I cannot finish this poem. If you are knowing of this poem, you are not in need for me to repeat. If you are in need of this poem, you can write me a letter online and say, "Dear Trina, please finish the story of how I am given the questions without answers." If you want to leave in the comment, you can. I can answer that way too. I am in a process just like you. I can spend time talking about things that are not life-giving. However, I am choosing instead to attempt to be conscious of this creation. I have enjoyed experimenting with equipment. I have always enjoyed. It has always been a process. I have always attempted to be gentle while also attempting to be completely transparent of my personal process. And I am sharing at times when I am finding, and I am always open to new ideas, to new visions, to not eating lipstick. The heat is great, however, more depth, oh, that would be great. So more depth, maybe a little more heat, just maybe. I'm also enjoying variety of temperatures. So doing a treatment of being completely shocked by the cold. It's not always my most favorite thing. However, there are times and places where it is absolutely appropriate and great for me. You have permission to relax in the presence of God. You have permission to speak to God, asking God to manifest its presence to you. You have permission to ask There is collective memory of individuals who have crossed God, that have played the role of God and said that their opinion, their choice, their will, pretend someone is thinking about erasing someone from existence. That is an example of an individual who is thinking they are in charge of editing the cosmic web, and they are neglecting and forgetting a part of them that is healing and helpful and beneficial, that creates the link between the individual that they are playing the role of God to. We can be more simple and say we are playing the role of God when we are labeling. I am looking for a word. Definitions, identity. When we are giving individuals identity and putting them in categories, that is us acting like we are God and that we know all about them, when we are not even knowing all about us. And we forget that we are fragile. Some of you have read Anti-Fragility. I'm asking that you give yourself permission to really listen. If there's so much noise and you cannot hear silence, the sound of the air conditioning or the dryer, a gentle, subtle, predictable noise, maybe the streetcars going by, notice that that may be a sign, a highlighter, that it's extremely important to find a quiet place, alone, sacred, and by yourself. Sometimes you are given an idea or instructions on where you can go, and it is your choice to not go where your spirit is led to go. Perhaps you are spiritually, emotionally, physically, entirely called to get up and to go to this place, or to play this instrument, or speak this thing that you cannot hold back. Attempt to listen. You will know if it is wrong. It will not feel right. If you are doing out of fear or control, this is not a reason to make a move. This is a reason to take a few big breaths. And if you feel like you can't do that, it shows how important that is also. Each individual is different. I am not able to speak to every single one of you. No matter what words I use. Sometimes God did not plan for me and you to stand in a room together. And if we are, you will know. Follow your heartbeat. Follow the drum of your life purpose that God is calling you to rise up. God has given us all gifts. Just, are we listening? Are we using them? Or are we hiding in secret? Are we focused on negative things that are draining our entire life energy? We are to see that we have the ability to give ourselves permission to choose to be happy right now. Happy now. Yes, everything is still happening, and still we are happy now. Happy now. Again, if we are feeling emotions of fear, we will have fearful thoughts, fearful beliefs, fearful emotions, and therefore fearful behaviors. If we can choose to wear and exercise thoughts that are feeling uplifting and life-giving, such as hope, faith, courage, remembering the brilliance of you. I am having a flashback to the note that is written about having humility. And I'm interested at looking at this one more time. Okay? It says, shine your soul with the same humility as the rainbow. And no matter where you go in this world or the next, love will find you, attend you, and bless you. This is absolutely true. My soul can feel it completely. It makes me want to cry. However, it really, really pressed upon me to get this again. Because when you are thinking that you are sinful, you are no good, you are weird, these are all reasons why God thinks of you as beautiful as the rainbow. That it's cute, it's quirky, it's you. It's part of you and who you are and who you're growing into. It just makes who you're growing into so much more important. And if you are not living the life of the monster or the rock star, how can we awe and surprise? It is the glory of God. I understand that there is sense of humor, and again, this is not the story of everyone. However, we can tell jokes. One joke comes to mind. Let's say someone has a name, and their name means, let's say, ruler. And your name means ruler, and maybe it's a joke between you and God because you think that you're the ruler and that you tell everyone what to do, that you are the king of the land, that you're the ruler and not the king of heaven kind of thing. And I have always found that to be a little bit of a silly joke of attempting to remember our purpose of what our soul is experiencing in this quantum reality. And each individual is going to be different. Many souls are clean and are walking in the light of Christ. And we have other individuals who have also accessed extremely high levels of self-awareness or self-realization. And what is so great and beautiful about that data is reminding you of the epigenetic memory of because you are not in personal contact with this exact individual. However, still, your cells, your genetic code, everything is being upgraded and raising the bar, we can say. So that is fascinating, and it also reminds you of the power of being you and doing your work that only you can do. If only you can sing and praise in front of everyone, then please shine on, radiate you, so that we can see all the many different me's I can be. You see, something like this. It is not always easy to attempt to translate these ideas, feelings, and visions into absorbable content. However, I am doing my very best. I'm very thankful for all of you who have been supportive many times. You have been there for me when I am needing someone the most, and I am not even having to call you or tell you anything. Just inside of you, God knows, and God is calling me through you and reaching out to me and telling me truth and reminding me of my purpose and pushing me. And that fuel, it really, really lights my spirit up. Speaking of light my spirit up, I am excessively interested in sharing with you this lesson of Karen Hotnet. Karen is always teaching about us having our soul step down, spirit raise up. I forgive you, spirit, for not pushing the soul down and overriding. I forgive you. I forgive myself for giving into my soul nature. I bless my spirit to come forward now and to fulfill its holy purpose that I am created for. Soul, step down. Please do not be in charge. Spirit, please step forward. If this is ringing true for you, I will encourage you to contact my deliverance minister, Karen. She has blessed me with very many teachings and just amazing presence that has just been astounding in my life. And I cannot erase it and hide that being there. I am not a religious spirit. I am not textbook, organized, forceful. That is very important to me for you to be free, for you to see love and understand love and to receive love in the way that you choose. However, sometimes we are thinking things are love when it is not love. For example, there is a love language of gift giving. However, not every time a gift is given is there a feeling of love received. However, if your family has shown you love, or your culture, your people, your community, if you have been shown love through gift giving, gifts are going to be very high value and really priceless because it's the symbolism and the meaning behind the heart. However, at the same time, I am a great practicer of renouncing and non-attachment, which is not always easy when I am certainly an individual who does sense gratification. Here I am with my ego always checking, is my teeth showing red? Have I made a mistake? Constantly checking for errors, constantly seeking to do something, when in the world of spirit we are not needing to do anything. We are loved just as we are, just as my precious friend is attempting to teach and reach me, and at the perfect time when I am going through that experience where I am judging and analyzing and measuring myself in comparison and just going through all these different works. And it's not fun when I am wearing that suit of ego and control and fear and attempting to manipulate forces of the universe and the spirit that is driving me behind that. That is not very fun to listen to or experience that. So I am learning how to cancel that and close that down. If that first past narrative comes up saying I'm not good enough or this person isn't trustworthy because of this, this, and this, I am not in a state at this time where it is appropriate for me to automatically assume and believe that, because at this time it can be a lie and it's stopping me from being loving. There is a difference between God giving you a sign and saying, hey, be careful, and a difference between the other way, where we are holding ourselves back and not giving ourselves completely as an act of love and service. However, instead we are doing it for another reason, for a desired outcome or an expectation and things like this. And really sitting with ourselves and really loving ourselves and forgiving ourselves and having compassion and understanding what's going on, that, to me, I would tease, that is where the money is. Really, really getting clear. Really getting clear, taking our time. Well, it looks like, I don't know if you can tell on camera, maybe it's just an illusion. Let me see. One more done. A few more done. Not even dunking. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see, but it seems like my water is changing a little purpley in different colors and things. So I am going to get going. Oh wow, 33 minutes. I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. Thank you so much for your support. If you would like, we can have more direct communication. However, that is a choice. I can encourage you to sing and say hello and be my friend and come into my world. Or you can just enjoy being a viewer and a witness to my process. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you that has reached out to me. Thank you. Ho'oponopono. Aho mataki oyasin. Jaiva-kwan. Namaste. Haush, haush. Whoosh. 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 Whoosh.